I have a short, sweet, standing flow ready for you. This is one of those classes when you just want to get some movement in and you want to maybe get your heart rate up a little bit, but you don't have 90 minutes to set aside for a full-on flow class. And this one will just touch on everything you need to get ready for your day, be energized, and head out the door. So, as it's standing, we'll begin in standing. So first, just have a comfortable stance. So I like to have my feet a little bit wider than inner hips distance. So maybe not outer hips distance, but a little bit wider for me. So it's probably 4 fist lengths for me, but you do what feels good for you. So for here, let's just start to loosen up the body. Just start wiggling around a little bit, bending the knees, coming off the heels, and just starting to get some movement in there. Start feeling like you're ready to go through a standing sequence. Oh, we're not there yet. Okay, so coming back to your movement, starting to settle on your feet, getting centered. Okay, coming back to being grounded. So let's take a few deep breaths. In, reaching the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Gazing past your thumbs. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach. And exhale, hands to the heart. Very nice. So to begin, we're just going to start rocking on our feet, allowing the arms to sort of swing. And you can maybe take them a little bit higher if you want to. And maybe start some kidney swings. These are kind of fun. And they're great for getting your energy up. Just coming off of the heels. Just swinging back and forth, taking it as slow or fast as you like. I kind of like a medium speed here. Doesn't have to be very fast. And then let's start to come back to center and allow the arms to swing from side to side. Up, and then again, if you take it a little deeper, take the opposite heel off the mat. Just reaching. Very nice. And then maybe add a circle with the arms. Going at your own pace. You're feeling good in your body. And then if you want to come back to just swinging the arms, totally do that. Absolutely fine. Then let's just start to settle back down, coming back to center. Let's find our stance again with those feet about outer hips distance apart. And let's take another big inhale up. This time as you exhale, drop your hands down, bend your knees, and say ha. So like this. Inhale, ha. 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 Inhale up. And exhale, hands to your heart. So you might be feeling like you've got a lot of energy right now to spend. So we're going to do that. So start by coming to the top of your mat. I have blocks here, but you don't need them if you don't want them. I'm going to use them just to make reaching the floor a little bit easier for me. So standing up in front of your blocks, or without blocks if you wish, inhale, reach for the sky. And then as you exhale, widen the arms with a flat back, fold halfway down, hands come to your blocks or the mat. Inhale, lift the heart halfway up with a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms wide and with a flat back, rise all the way up to standing. And bring the hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, flat back, all the way down, hands to blocks or the mat. Inhale, halfway up with a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, rise all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale and reach. Exhale, swan dive, flat back, hands to the mat or blocks. Inhale the heart halfway. Exhale and fold. This time, you're going to step your left foot back. So if you just are using blocks, the hands stay on your blocks. Bend into your right knee. And then from here, windmill your left arm up to the sky. And then let go of that block and inhale all the way up to warrior two. So take a nice strong warrior two. Make sure that your right knee is over your right ankle. You're pressing into the outer edge of the left foot. Your tailbone is soft. You're not sticking it out or tucking it under. Your heart is lifted. Your belly button lifts. Shoulder blades melt down your back as you gaze past your right fingertips. And we'll just take a few breaths here. And then turn your right palm to face the ceiling. Inhale that hand up to the sky. Drop your left hand to your left thigh. Send your gaze up. Draw your right shoulder back and down. Breathing as you stretch through the fingertips. Exalted warrior. Nice deep breaths here. One more big inhale. And then as you exhale, come back to warrior two. Take another breath. On your next exhale, bring the right forearm across the top of the right thigh. Send your left arm up to the sky. Send your gaze up past your thumb. If that's comfortable, you can also gaze forward or down at your right foot. If it also feels a little too intense, you can just bring that hand to the hip. And just breathe here. And if you'd like to take an extension, you can rotate that top pinky towards the top of your mat and then bring that bicep over your ear. This is optional, of course. Everything is optional. Just breathing. And take another inhale. If you extended your arms, send it back up to the sky. And then from here, turn your gaze down to your foot. You're going to grab a block if you're using it. I do recommend having one anyway. Place it behind your ankle. Straighten your right leg, coming into triangle pose or trikonasana. So gaze up or wherever your neck is comfortable. It doesn't have to be up. And just breathing. If you'd like to add on here, you can again rotate that top pinky towards the top edge of your mat and then draw the bicep over your ear.
When rotating your pinky, you're using your entire arm, not just your wrist.
If your arm is extended on your next inhale, send it back up to the sky. Send your gaze back down to your toes. Bring your top hand to your hip. Inhale, rise up. You're going to turn your right toes inward. So both feet, you might have to readjust here. Both toes are pointing forward and your heels might be jutting out just a little bit. Hands come to hips. Inhale, lift the heart. As you exhale with a flat back, you can hinge forward with the hips. And then you can stay right here or you can bring your hands down to your mat. You can also use a block if the mat feels a little too far away. So your choice. You can also bring your hands to your ankles. Just doing what feels good. And breathing. Elongating. nice stretch at the back of the thighs. So here we also want to be careful that we're not hyperextending the knees, pressing the kneecaps back. So it's always nice to have a little bend in the knee. If you want to add on, and you're comfortable bringing your hands down to the mat, turn your palms so that your hands so that your fingers are pointing behind you. Your palms are on the mat. And just start to walk your palms a little bit behind you. Just going as far as feels comfortable. Breathing into it. And then let's turn the hands back to face front. And then let's bring the hands back to the hips. If you're using a block, you can bring your hands to the block. Just come up to a flat back and then bring hands to hips. And then on your inhale, flat back, rise all the way up. Very nice. Now, turn your left toes to point towards the short edge of your mat. And we're going to reverse what we just did on the other side. So starting with our triangle pose, let's bring the arms out. And then we're going to reach forward with the left hand, lower that hand to your shin, or grab a block, place it behind the ankle, send your gaze up past the top arm. You can also keep your arm at your hip if that feels good. And if you'd like to add on, you can rotate your right pinky towards the short edge of your mat and then draw the bicep over your ear. And again, allow your gaze to fall wherever feels comfortable. Keep your arms extended, send it back up to the sky. And then on your next exhale, bring your hand down to your hip. Look down at your left foot, bend into the knee. Bring your left forearm over the top of your left thigh. So you can stay right here. And you might need to adjust. My triangle is a little wide. Inhale, send your arm up to the sky. Just breathing. Again, if you would like to extend that top arm, feel free to do so. Just breathing. And then on your next inhale, if your arm is extended, send it back up to the sky. And then on your next inhale, round into your left foot. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. We're going to stay here a breath. Turn your left palm to face the ceiling. Send the hand up to the sky, dropping the right hand to right thigh. Drawing your left shoulder back and down. Just breathing. Take another big inhale here. And then exhale, coming back to warrior two. So again, checking your posture. Left knee over left ankle, softening the tailbone. Shoulder blades draw down as the heart lifts. Take another big inhale here. And then on your exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Straighten your left leg. Send those toes back to the center. So they're pointing forward. Another big inhale here. As you exhale, hinge forward at the hips, flat back. Bring the hands down to the mat or blocks. And just breathe.
You can also turn your hands so that your fingertips point behind you, keeping the palms on the mat.
So whatever feels nice here.
If your fingertips are pointing behind you, just turn them to face front again, palms flat on your mat.
And then we're going to bring our hands back to our hips. Inhale, flat back, rise all the way up. This time turn your toes to point out. So you're standing, straight legs. Let's take a nice big inhale. And then let's bring the feet together, coming back to where we started at the beginning. And just again, coming into movement, whatever feels nice. And rock a little bit. Maybe got your heart rate going during this short sequence. We're going to get it down so that you're ready to go out. If you want to start doing a few quick kidney swings, feel free to do that. Just taking it down. Just lowering the energy. I'm sweating, if you can't tell. I definitely got a good sweat there. And coming back to center. So if you feel like you've got your heart rate down, you're feeling good, and you're ready to go, feel free to do that. However, I'm going to offer you a shavasana. I always think it's really important that we take some time after even a brisk movement class to settle and really sink into a place of calmness before we start our day. So let's come down onto the mat. You can use any props you like in your shavasana. I think I'm just going to do a plain old corpse pose without any nice props, just in case this is that kind of day for you. You just need to get moving. You've got a lot on your plate. And so come on down to your mat, lying on your back. Getting comfortable. So your arms are about 40 or so degrees out from your sides. And legs are out. Your feet flop open. So when I'm in a corpse pose and I'm not using any blocks or props at all, I like to make sure that my shoulder blades are drawn down a little bit. This protects my lower back.
If you're feeling discomfort in your lower back, add a blanket or a bolster under your knees. From here, let's just start with some nice deep breaths. Taking a big inhale through the nose, and then opening the mouth to sigh it out. So do those a few times until you feel like you're really releasing every bit of tension you might be holding on to in your body. And just return to your natural breathing pattern, allowing the body to soften, letting go of any tension you might be holding on to, whether that's physical or emotional, just releasing everything and sinking into this nice relaxing pose. If you'd like to continue resting here in Shavasana, I welcome you to do that. But if you're ready to transition, I'll walk you through that too. Take a big inhale through the nose and sigh it out. Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes.
And then on your next inhale, send your arms straight out in front of you. Circle your wrists and circle your ankles. And then on your next inhale, send your arms all the way overhead and then stretching through the toes all the way from the fingertips. Take a big inhale. And then as you exhale, draw your knees in towards your chest. And if it feels good, you can give them a hug, maybe rock from side to side. And then on your next exhale, just roll over onto your right side and rest your head on your bicep for a moment. And then on your next inhale, press up to a comfortable seat. Well, I hope that got you ready to go to take on your day. Thank you so much for joining me today. This was really fun practice, and I hope to see you again soon.
And if you enjoyed today's class, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're always notified when a new class becomes available. Thank you.